Welcome to Willow and Ash. Subscribe for stories of betrayal, quiet strength, and the moment consequence finally arrives. Lily Harper knew the marriage was already dead the night Daniel said it without anger. "You were never enough," he told her. He said it the way a man talks about the weather. No shame in his voice, no hesitation, just fact, delivered flat across the bedroom they had shared for 6 years. Lily sat on the edge of the bed, staring at her wedding ring under the yellow lamplight. Thunder rolled outside their house in Charlotte. She did not cry yet. She was still trying to understand how a sentence could gut her faster than the affair itself. "I'm leaving you for Megan," he said. Her best friend. The woman who had sat at Lily's kitchen table 100 times, eaten her food, hugged her goodbye, and lied every single time. Daniel packed 2 bags. He did not slam the door. He closed it softly, like she was furniture he no longer needed. Moved out of the way. Lily had worked double shifts while he built his roofing business from nothing. She had paid the bills the months he couldn't. She had held the business together when 2 clients sued him and he wanted to quit. None of that mattered now. He chose Megan, and he chose her without flinching. For 3 weeks, Lily barely left the house. She stopped answering calls. She sat by the window with coffee going cold in her hands, watching rain fall, and asked herself the only question that mattered. How does someone destroy a person and keep living like nothing happened? Then the invitation to a charity gala arrived, sitting under a grocery receipt and a dying orchid she had forgotten to water. She almost threw it away. Instead, she remembered Daniel's voice. "You were never enough." And something in her decided to find out if that was true. She wore black. She pinned her hair back. She went alone. That was where she met Adrian Vale. He did not have Daniel's swagger. No forced charm, no wandering eyes, just a navy suit, a silver watch, and a stillness that made the room around him feel quieter. "You look like you've had a hard year," he said. She should have smiled politely and walked away. Instead, she told him everything. Daniel, Megan, the particular kind of stupid a person feels after loving too hard for too long. Adrian did not check his phone. He did not glance past her shoulder for someone more interesting. He listened until she finished. "He didn't leave because you weren't enough," Adrian said. "He left because he was never enough for you." Lily almost laughed through the tears. It was the first sentence in weeks that hadn't felt like an accusation. A week later, Daniel called. His company was launching a new office downtown, and he wanted her there. His voice carried the smug warmth of a man offering a favor. Lily understood exactly what he wanted. One last look at the woman he believed he had broken. So she went. This time, she did not walk in alone. Adrian arrived beside her, and the room changed the moment they stepped through the door. Daniel froze near the stage, champagne glass suspended in his hand. Megan turned, and the color left her face so fast it looked like she might fall. Whispers moved through the crowd. Lily heard her own name. She heard Daniel's. Then, Adrian slid his hand into hers. He stood there, steady and unbothered, while Daniel stared like he'd seen something he could not explain. Adrian reached into his jacket and produced a small velvet box. He opened it in front of everyone. Not for Daniel to see. For Lily. "Lily Harper," he said, "I'm not asking because you need saving. I'm asking because you deserve to be chosen." He placed the ring on her finger. The room went silent. Daniel's jaw tightened. Megan looked at the floor. And for the first time in months, Lily did not feel small. She did not feel discarded. She did not feel like somebody's leftover wife. She felt seen. She looked at Daniel and let herself smile. The kind of smile that only exists after enough pain has killed the person you used to be. "You said I was never enough," she told him. "Turns out I was more than enough. You were just too weak to keep me." Daniel said nothing. There was nothing left to say. By the end of the night, one of Daniel's investors quietly walked out. Megan left in tears before dessert was served. The empire Daniel had built on other people's silence began cracking in full view of the room that was supposed to celebrate him. Lily walked out with her head high, Adrian's hand in hers, and a ring on her finger that carried more weight than any revenge could. Because the ring was never about winning.
It was about justice, the kind that arrives quietly, long after everyone has stopped expecting it. Outside, the Charlotte air was cool, and the rain had finally stopped. Adrian didn't ask if she was all right. He didn't need to. "Ordinary mornings," he said. "That's all I want to build with you." Lily looked back once at the lit windows of the venue, at the life she was leaving behind. Without regret. "Tomorrow has promise," she said. And for the first time since her husband decided she was disposable, Lily Harper understood that her life had never stopped belonging to her. She had simply forgotten to pick it back up. Subscribe to Willow and Ash for more stories of quiet women, hidden strength, and the exact moment betrayal finally meets its price.